Alright, gather around, homies, it's story time. Pop open the 40-ounce Corona, stay through your carajo. It's time I tell y'all a story about life in el barrio, homie. Now let's get started. So there was this vato that just moved into the house across the street. He was quiet but seemed to be a little loose in the head. While hanging out with the homies on the porch, drinking some mad amount of cerveza, we noticed this vato staring at us, but he wasn't mad dogging. A little joker said, "Hey vato, what's he doing?" Now we tried ignoring him, but this crazy vato just stood and stared at us for hours. Now I don't know what this crazy fool was smoking. At that point, Smiley remembered a story he heard from one of his homies. Now apparently, there was this lev on the loose that used to be known for his tag, CK. And he always carried a Sharpie. Smiley said that one day, a hyena from CK's old crew went missing. Now these fools from the crew hit up the rivals and hit up every leva in town searching for her, but they never found her. Now after 3 more weeks, more hyenas from the crew went missing. Now, however, for some reason, this vato didn't seem to care though. He was only focused on his tagging. Now the crew became suspicious. Did he really roll with the familia? One day, when the crew was kicking it, they noticed this fool would bogart the blunt and they realized this cheap ass motherfucker never bought the Corona. But yeah, he would smoke all their bud. One day, when CK was chilling with his old crew on the porch, one of the homies noticed that the Sharpie in CK's pocket was the same one that his hyena would use for her eyebrows. Now shit clicked in the homie's head. This vato did something to his hyena, so he was either fucking her or some other shit was going on. Now the homie called him a leva, pulled out his 22, and the vato ran real quick. Story goes that when they pulled up to the homie's house, all the lights were on, but nobody was there, except 6 Sharpies lined up in his room, each from a different hyena that went missing. Nobody knows the details because none of the crew that day lived to tell the story. But the story is only known for the sangre that was left on the leva's wall that day. And although nobody really knows what happened, they think this fool never bought his Sharpies. He only got his Sharpies from his victims. At that point, Smiley ended the story. And so Lil Joker then said, "What a fucking whack ass story, homie. That sounds like some straight up bullshit right there, homie. I remember I told my hyena I was gonna go see her today on my bells, homie." The Lil Smiley said, "Yeah, I see. I gotta go pick up that Kilo." And when those fools drove off in the lowrider, I noticed that shadows there, standing in the window of the vato across the street's room. Creepy ass fool. He was probably still tripping from whatever shit he was on. Now little Joker calls me up and tells me my hyena's missing and there's an empty can of blue ribbon. Blue ribbon? Chale dog, what type of Cholo drinks blue ribbon? My hyena doesn't. Now little Joker called up the rest of his homies to see if they knew what she was, but nobody knew. After going back inside my room and looking at the window, I no longer saw that vato across the street staring outside his window, but I did notice something sticking out of his trash can. It was a blue ribbon carton. After thinking what vato drinks that white ass cerveza, I realized the homie Lil Joker said there was an empty can of blue ribbon at his hyena's house when she disappeared. Could this be the leva from Smiley's story? I don't know. At 3 a.m., I creeped up at that vato across the street's house to see what shit he had in his trash can and noticed that this fool threw out some boxes from when he moved into the house. The box read, "Afidas." As I dug around some more, I noticed a tag that said Fikis, and I clicked. This homie wore Afidas, not Adidas, and he wore Fikis, not Dickies. This is the cheap ass homie from Smiley's story. And then suddenly, I heard a grito coming from his house, and I ran up to the leva's house when I noticed some art through his window that said, "Centavo Killa." And in my head, I thought, this fool probably killed Smiley's hyena already. Centavo Killa is the killer on the loose, and even though we never saw Lil Joker's hyena again, we know it was Centavo. We know it was the 99-cent Cholo. It's el vato codo. Alright, chale dog, gotta finish my Corona. Now stay gangster, stay Cholo. See y'all next week for part 2. Next semana, I'll be talking about how we took a revenge on this fool. Chale dog, see you next week.
Subscribe, 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 subscribe.